ID presents solutions in the field of pharmacotherapy safety. Interdependencies, contraindications, equivalence calculations relating to hundreds of thousands of medicines can be displayed. Essentially, every drug on the market is included. The cornerstone of the software solutions is ID logic. It is one of the largest terminology servers on the European market. The semantic network, which is at the heart of the terminology server, encompasses over 1 million concepts, all of which are interlinked. On the server, the medical jargon has been broken down into individual terms and linked to a semantic network. Despite typos or abbreviations, the doctor is able to find the right drug straight away. We have been banging the drum for a few years already. Our aim was to cut document turnaround time by half, which means the doctor is able to input observations, procedures, diagnoses in his own language, using his own terminology. The system interprets his input and, in no time at all, searches for the appropriate official classification codes, because the last thing the doctor needs is to be struggling with classifications. The system recognizes interdependencies between medicines and issues warnings in the event of contraindications. The system also allows for equivalence calculations, so that patients can be quickly and safely switched to drugs on the doctor's own shortlist. Breaking down medical jargon also allows for a multilingual approach, which makes international partnerships possible. Substances and medicines from Switzerland, Austria and the Netherlands are also in the system, with further countries to be added shortly. A cross-border approach makes a lot of sense in an increasingly collaborative Europe. We already have various hospitals in Germany working with partners in other countries. For example, the University Hospital Aachen and Maastricht, or the Klinikum Oldenburg, which in future will be collaborating with the University of Groningen. In such cases, it makes sense to look at which patients are being looked after. It makes sense to have an overview of both regions when you have a cross-border operation. ID software can be seamlessly integrated into popular hospital information systems. Data, interdependencies, contraindications can also be displayed on mobile devices such as the iPad or tablet PCs. Our main customers are hospitals and clinics, but at the same time, pharmacies and pharmacists are showing great interest in our solutions. But the emphasis is very much on anamnesis, where medicines are input and where drugs can then be validated in the context of diagnoses or laboratory values. A tool for the automated analysis of clinical documents is also interesting for hospitals. It identifies passages of text containing diagnoses and procedures and independently determines the codes of the relevant classifications.